Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking time to come together to plan your week. I just wanted to start off by saying that I know that summer's hard and we got lots of stuff going on. People have weddings and graduations and camping and holidays and all the things, but you have to remain focused even in this season and in every season, and consistency obviously is so important because everyone talks about it. But showing up, and my goal with this is to help you be able to plan your week effectively so that when you have the things come up like the 4th of July or weddings or all those things that are going on, that you have a plan in place so you don't feel like you're not showing up for your business on a consistent basis. Um, but what I wanted to start with this quote because um, a friend of mine sent it to me. Bob Heilig is amazing. He has the Your Virtual Upline podcast, and I just really appreciate his way of coaching people in the network marketing space because he leads from a place of service and love, and I firmly believe in that. But this post that he posted yesterday really hit me, because we've all experienced those seasons where we're feeling like we're stuck. And I think usually it's to no fault of our own. There's no outside circumstances. Usually, if you're feeling stuck, it's something internally. And the quote that he had posted was, "Feeling stuck is God's way of reminding you that you've stopped growing in your life." So maybe it's you've been complacent. Maybe it's you have up to this point allowed summer to be your excuse as to why you haven't been consistent with your business, so you're not seeing growth. Maybe it's you're going through a hard time in your life, but I'm here to tell you that if you're experiencing hardship, I am sympathetic and empathetic because trust me, we all go through hardships. But how long are you going to remain in that place? Because that can either be the story you tell yourself the rest of your life, or you can pick yourself up and allow that to be a message that changes the direction of your life. So, anytime that I've felt like I haven't moved in my business, whether that's I've stayed at the same rank, maybe that's been I haven't had a lot of people reaching out interested in the products or the business, or I just feel like I'm not moving forward professionally. The seasons where you feel like you're bored, you're frustrated, or you just feel unmotivated. It's always, almost always, because I'm not growing in my life. Like I've stuck to the same routine. Maybe I've stopped reading into self-development. Maybe I've stopped challenging myself because I get stubborn in my own ways. And since we're beginning a new week and we're about to begin a new month, and we have 2 months left of these bonus periods, which I know a lot of people are running after, or maybe you said you were going to run after it, and life happened, and you find yourself in a season of being stagnant. I want to leave you with today, leave all those excuses behind. We are going to focus on growing this week. We are going to focus on stepping outside of our comfort zone. We are going to focus on how can I improve myself so that I can improve the lives of other people. And if you've felt like you've fallen off track up until this point, or felt like maybe you are consistent, but you're not really seeing a lot of growth, I want to encourage you to look into ways that you can grow yourself internally first and commit yourself to working your business every single day. So, with that being said, we're going to kind of jump into a weekly plan. I'm going to give you some very specific things that you can post about this week, and just a few tips within that as well. So, Monday, we're going to go day by day, and it's kind of going to play off of the week and the holiday coming up. And also the fact that we're starting a new month. So we're going to start with Monday. Monday, post a meme or a quote that'll get people laughing. So this can be like bonus points if this is niche related. If you haven't figured out what your niche is, I do have a YouTube video on that I can share in the thread where I shared this announcement for this Zoom. But bonus points if you can find a meme or post a quote that has to do with your niche. So if you're a single mom, maybe post a funny mom meme or a funny mom quote that you can take other people's funny quotes and then make it your own, where you are the one that's typing it out and putting out the background so that you can maybe get people sharing your content so that you're tapping into new networks and stuff like that. But Mondays are hard for some people. They are heavy because the week is starting. They're thinking about all the things they got to do. And maybe they've like gone camping for the weekend and then they rush home on a Sunday and they have to like somehow prepare themselves for the week. Mondays are rough for people. And I can relate to that because that's what my life used to be like. I hated Mondays. I hated waking up. That's actually one of the reasons why I joined this business, was because my upline, Stephanie, had posted, if you hate Mondays, we should probably talk. And I just had a bad Monday. So there's a lot of people that are in that same boat. So understanding where the mind frame of your potential person is at can help you relate to that person, and it can help you target your marketing so that you can maybe uplift them, encourage them, and build trust with them. So some sort of post or quote to get them laughing on a Monday so that going into their week is a little bit lighter. And this can be done in the morning or the afternoon, whatever you want to do. Second, I want to encourage you to talk in your stories about how your specifically capsules are helping you get started in the morning on a Monday. People struggle to be awake in the morning. They're drinking lots of coffee. They're drinking maybe energy drinks or soda or some sort of caffeinated beverage to get themselves going, and still feeling tired in the fact. So we want to talk about how clean energy feels different. Maybe you share a little bit about what your life used to look like pre-Thrive, trying to gain energy on a Monday morning, and how they're different now. But I want to encourage you to talk, use your voice in your stories, because this connects people to you. If you're afraid of it, guess what? We talked about that thing. Like if you feel like you're stuck, that means you're not growing. This is your chance to step outside your comfort zone. The cool thing about recording stories is that if you feel like you've like mumbled your words, or you feel like, ooh, I didn't like how that sounded, you can delete it and start over. It's not like a live video. And if you've never done a live, this will help prepare you, gain confidence to actually step into doing a live video. But people need to hear your voice so that you can truly build trust with them. If you're not speaking in your stories at least a few times a week, it is going to be really hard for you to build connection with your audience, no matter how many times you comment on their post, no matter how many like pictures with text that you post. The way to build genuine connection is for them to see you and hear you in your element, hot mess or not, like just do it. So talk in your stories about how your capsules help you in the morning, either by comparing and contrasting how your days were before versus how they're now. And then, yeah, so that's what I'm going to leave. And you can post outside of this too. Usually for Instagram, I'll post like one time, maybe sometimes two, if I have like a reel and a post I want to do, but usually only one time on Instagram. And on Facebook, if I'm posting, it's 1 to 2 times. So like maybe I'll post like a quote in the morning, and then I'll do like either a live or a video or something providing value, or just like a picture of me with my story later on or something like that, or vice versa. But usually I limit it to 1 to 2. Tuesday, obviously it's payday for us. So I think it's important for us to touch on our business. What is one thing that you love about being a business owner? And I want you to utilize the word business owner, because if you're not positioning yourself as a business owner, like you're saying, this is my side gig, I'm just doing this thing, but you want to make baller gangster money, you are really discrediting what this really can do for you. And you're making it seem like it's something that's just like you do on the side, or it's temporary or whatever. If you're truly wanting to make life-changing income with this business, you need to position yourself as a business owner and speak on that confidently. You are a business, you just don't have a store. Your storefront is your social media, which a lot of stuff is obviously social media selling now anyways. So what is one thing that you love about being a business owner? Sharing a photo of your quote unquote workspace. And this can be, I've done pictures of me sitting in the pool, like just showing my feet with my patches on my feet and saying like where else can you have a workspace like this, and talking about that. You can talk, have a picture of your kids playing in the background and you are able to be on your phone. You can have a picture of your actual office, a workspace that you have, and post that along with like, what is one thing that you love about being it? Maybe it's connecting with people. Maybe it's you love the friends that you've made through this business. Maybe it's that it's given you confidence, like whatever that can be, somehow talking about one thing that you love about it. And then another idea, I have 2 more ideas for posts for you, or you can even utilize these in your stories, but I just want to give you a multitude of things, but make sure you're talking about the business on a regular basis and bringing it up in different ways. Quick tip Tuesday, and making this niche related. I always say like niche or niche. I never know which one it really is. We'll just go with both. But quick tip Tuesday. So if you're like, I know Heather, I thought I saw her on here. Heather does this like single parent tip Tuesday, and I freaking love it. And she gets a lot of engagement on it, I feel like. So that would be like a good example. If you're, like a busy mom, like what's a quick tip that helps you keep your kids busy in the summer? If it's your health, and if you're like health and exercise and workout niche related, you could talk about like how to stay on track during the summer months, like quick tip. So any sort of quick tip that can provide value to your audience, because again, we're not just here to get something from people. We are here to impact the lives of other people and give them value to keep coming back to your page and to build connections with people. And if they so happen to need what you have to offer, then that's a bonus. But if you're just coming from a position of, I want to get something from you always, like I need to get the next customer, I need to get the next promoter, my product, my business, people can feel that. And that might be a reason why you're not seeing growth, is because you're not building genuine connection and trust with people by sharing your story, by providing value, by giving them something that can improve their lives outside of just the products in the business too. So quick tip Tuesday. And then a reminder that this will be the last Transformation Tuesday, not the last one of all time, of course, but if you're wanting to have a chance to get that 1,000 in credits that Lavelle is doing. So again, using hashtag Thrive Transformations, hashtag Lavelle Transformations. And this can be your photo. This can be somebody else's photo that you share. This can be like, if you're on Instagram, you could do a carousel. And what a carousel is it's just multiple photos. So you could do a carousel of yourself with a bunch of other people and use the hashtag, but make sure that if you're making a post of it, that you are sharing it to your story and utilizing those hashtags too, because that's how the company, I think that's how the company decides, honestly. So again, for that Transformation Tuesday, so hashtag Lavelle Transformations, hashtag Thrive Transformations is how you get entered into that. Niche. Okay. Who knows? Wednesday. What does Thrive help you with? Niche related. So this is your chance to like talk about the products and connect the niche together. So if you are a single mom, what does the product do for you that helps you get through your day as a single mom? Or like, how does it make you a better person as a single, or how does it make you a better mom? How does it, whatever your niche is. So like for me, it's like talking about supplements and how it's nourishing my body to make sure that I get the most out of my exercises. If you're a mom of 5, like how does it help you with your sanity or keeping up with your kids or getting up in the morning so that you can spend time with yourself? Like what help you feel good again? Like whatever it is that your niche is, tie them together. Thanks. And the funny thing is, so of course, I'm just going to share this with you guys. So of course, with the Ultimate Thriver, I didn't get selected and I was super bummed, happy that I made the transformation. And I'm grateful that the company actually did that because it pushed me outside of my comfort zone and stuff like that. And it allowed me to get the results that I did because I was going for that. But then they like use my photos all the time. And I'm like, okay, the least you can do is give me the $1,000 in credits, right? So I can share them with my team and my customers and myself. But it is what it is. I'm just kidding. I love our company so much and they're always giving back to us. And I love the fact that it's 500 for you to use on personal use and 500 in shareable credits. I think that's the coolest thing ever. So yeah, Health Thrive is helping you niche related. And then in our stories on Wednesday or Thursday, you can pick whatever day you prefer to do some sort of 4th of July poll series because it's going to be the 4th of July on Sunday. This is a way to boost your story views. You can search on Pinterest this or that 4th of July, and I'm sure you can find ones that people have already done. Or you can just find like standard backdrops and do like fireworks or sparklers, hot dogs or hamburgers, whatever it is 4th of July related, because that's what's happening this week. So we want to be relevant, obviously, to what's going on. And it's going to help with your business in the same way. So whatever one you want to do on Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday, share a goal you have that is either health related or financially / business related. The reason that this is important is because it shows people that you're somebody that's going after goals, but it also is two-sided and it helps you with moving forward towards something and having reconnection to your why. And I've shared this a million times, but there is a crazy thing in our brain that I can't think of what it's called right now. Reticular activating system, that basically like your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and what you tell it. So if you're constantly saying I'm stuck, I'm broke all the time, life is gonna be like this forever, then guess what? Your brain is gonna continually give you that thing because it's just trying to move you in the direction of what you're telling it. If you're telling it all the time that this is what I'm going to accomplish, this is what I'm going to make happen, these are the things that I'm going to do, and you visualize it and talk about it all the time, your brain is going to find ways to move you that way because that's just the way it works. It's just like when you get a red car and all you see is red cars. It's the same thing. So talk about either a health or a business related goal that you have, and then for a picture, do like if you're doing a business related goal, show a picture of your dream board with a picture of it up. Or if it's like your family related, show a family photo. Like, here's the thing, if you're uncomfortable like sharing your kids on your social media, there are so many, like I think of specifically, what's her name from The Hills, Kirsten whatever, she was married to Jay Cutler, the football player, Cavallari, that's it. they don't show their kids on their social media, but they will show like the back of their heads. And I just think of that. So like, if you're not comfortable sharing your kids like faces on social media, you can always do like a picture of the back of their heads playing something or whatever that looks like. So you could do that for business related goals. If it's a specific item, I would encourage you to like somehow print it off and put it on your dream board so that you can collectively show all the goals you're working towards and have a vision for it. Or, I mean, you could, if you want to, just post a picture of that specific item, or like if it's you wanting to go on a vacation, like post a picture of that. If it's health related, because we are in the health and wellness space, so if you're not talking about trying to have a health and wellness lifestyle, it's like, what are you really doing? Not saying you have to like be this workout enthusiast or somebody that eats incredibly clean, but at least showing in some aspect that you're trying to improve your health, whether that's you're talking about drinking water or one healthy item you like to eat or something, whatever. We are in the health and wellness space. So if it's like health related, maybe you show a picture of workout gear or meal prep containers, or just like your hand holding some healthy foods like vegetables and stuff like that. Something that doesn't have your face in it necessarily, but shows what you're working towards or relates to what you're talking about that you're working towards. And then I want you to talk again in your stories about a plus line item. And you can either incorporate this with other things so it doesn't look like you're just trying to be like, here's my one product, I'm trying to shove it down your throat. You can maybe do like, here's a skincare routine that I do, and you can talk about those, but then also talk about how you love your jade roller or whatever. You can, if you're doing rest, you can talk about like, this is how I wind down, and this is a product that really helps me out with that. So like, you can give some advice along with the product that you're trying to talk about, instead of just being like, you need this in your life and here's rest. Help people understand like either you're providing value or you're incorporating other things that are related to what you're talking about. So if it's like you're talking about balance, you could say like, here are some ways that I try to minimize blow. Like, to be honest, I talked about it's that time of the month in my story. And like, can you relate? Like, you just feel blah and yada, yada, yada. And like, this helps me with that. And then I also use a heating pad. You could talk about that. I mean, the more that you can be a relatable human being, the more people appreciate it, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to pretend like, and I talked about this in my stories, like, I'm not going to pretend like I don't feel like crap when it's that time. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's just always feeling perfect. That's not possible. And so sometimes if I'm like feeling like crap, I say I'm feeling like crap. Thankfully, I have this stuff to make me feel at least somewhat normal. And I can't imagine if I didn't have it, but this, I also feel like crap because I'm a human. That's so good, Teresa. I like that a lot. So like talking about skincare, why it's so important, and then what's your favorite makeup remover? Yes. If you can highlight something else, so good. So I'm trying to think of some other plus sign items that we have that you could talk about. I mean, we got Chill coming out. I mean, it is out, but they're actually shipping it on the 29th, I think they said. So you could talk about like, what are ways that you distress? And then this is something that you're so excited to add into it because it's going to help you even more. So maybe you talk about how like a way that you de-stress is you go for a walk, or you take a bath, or you read a book or whatever. And on top of it, you're going to incorporate this into it to help like decompress your brain as well. So talking about plus one, Friday, we're going to do something kind of fun. So usually Fridays, I try to do sample posts so then I can get them ready on the weekend and ship them out on Monday. You guys, if you're posting sample posts and you're not getting any hits, like don't let that deter you from continuing to do it. Eventually you'll hit on somebody, trust me. Last week, 0 people. This last Friday, I had nobody comment on mine. Friday before, I had like 5 people. It depends on the week. It depends on where people are at, how many times you've dripped on them with your products. and where they're at in the buying process. Are they just being introduced to it because they're new to your network? Are they still learning more information because they're listening to you share your stories or watching your posts? And now all of a sudden they're ready. You got to understand people are at different places in the process. And just because you don't get somebody that says, yes, I want to sample every single time you post about samples, doesn't mean you're a failure. And it doesn't mean that nobody wants your thing. It just means that the people in your audience are in a certain point in the buying process. And either you just need to bring out more exposure for the products. Maybe you need to build more connection with those people because they're new and they don't quite trust you yet. So that through either providing value with your social media or through building relationship by having conversations with them. So you just need to build more trust. Or maybe they're not ready yet and they just need you to they just need to listen a little bit more. So no, I don't. Yeah, I keep going with stories or timely things. I try to mix it up and do both. Sometimes, so something I like to do is when I'm showing my 3 steps in my stories, because I do that every single day. I just do it in different ways. Like some days it might just be me showing my shake. Some days it's like I'm talking to people as I'm making it. And it might not even be about, I might not even be talking to them about Thrive. I'm just talking to them about other things. But sometimes when I'm like making my shake and I'm talking to people in my stories, I'll say like, oh, I'm packing up samples also, and here's what's in it. If you're looking to try this because you want to feel good every morning and you want to be ready to go or whatever. So I do both. So for Friday, you can either do a sample post. So that's like maybe a picture of the products like spread out on the table. If you go to the Dream Team page, there are tons of product pictures that you can use for if you don't have a lot of product on hand. Please do not let that be an excuse. A, somebody will get a sample out for you if you don't have enough product on hand. And B, you can take these pictures in the Dream Team page and utilize them. So like that can be like products spread out on the table or on your countertop or whatever. And it can just say like packing up summer survival packs or summer happy packs or sample packs or mini experiences, whatever verbiage you want to do. And then it just say something simple like drop a heart or drop a flamingo or drop a whatever you want to use, a GIF, I don't know, to claim yours. And then having some sort of verbiage to reach out to them. Or you can do this. A caption this giveaway where maybe you're giving away a free mini. I do giveaways maybe every other month, every 2 months. And I don't do them super often, but it is a good way to see like who might be interested and write them down for prospects, even if they don't win. And I can tell you that I have two promoters specifically who came in on a giveaway and are 2 of my very best promoters that I love dearly. So just so you know, just because you give away free product doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to hit a dud and somebody that just wants something for free. Maybe they just needed that nudge. So I don't do it a ton. You got to make sure that you get them a free customer profile if you're doing a giveaway, and that you're writing their name down if they hearted the post, if they liked it, anything, commented, whatever. So doing a caption this. So maybe having like a funny picture of your friends or a funny photo that you find of yourself or whatever, that's like an old picture, posting it and saying like, caption this to be entered to win a free sample, and then allow people to put funny captions. It's a good way to get engagement without being like so rigid and like comment for a sample. It kind of gets fun and like people get engaged with it. Or you can do it 4th of July related, and you can post a picture of like the flag and say like, drop your favorite part of the favorite thing of the 4th of July and to get entered for a free giveaway. Whatever you want to do, just like change it up, do a giveaway or a sample post on Friday. Usually late afternoon is good, but I feel like some people might be going out of town, so try early morning, like 9 or 10 to do that. Um, and then also on Friday, I'll usually like post just like something that relates to my niche as well. So there's that. In your stories, here's how you should always be having like at least 3 or 4 slides in your stories at all times. And this is a way for you to build connection with people. This isn't necessarily going to grow your business. So if you're spending all of your time on stories, you're missing the mark. But it's a really good way for you to build connection, and explain it this way. Like, think of reality TV, like how much America, the world, whatever, is so obsessed with reality TV. For whatever reason, people are nosy, and that's why social media is the way it is, because it's like you get a peek in somebody else's life and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how they do that or what they do or blah, blah, blah. Your stories is like your reality TV show. So it shows like the things that you do. It shows you're like your human side, because you're not just posting this like perfectly posed picture or still photo of yourself, but it shows like what your life's like on a daily basis. So like, for instance, I have a dog that always sits by the tree in the morning, and I call him Ferdinand, like Ferdinand the Bull. And so like every time he does that, I post a picture of it, and I get comments all the time. It's a way for me to build connection with other people that have dogs, and it's just funny because he does that. You would think it's stupid, and like you're like, well, that's not business related. Yeah, but it helps me build connection with people that might have dogs, or they think that's funny, or it starts up a conversation. It's like, again, the doorknob to the door analogy. Like if you're just always posting thrive stuff, that's like having a door without a doorknob. And you maybe branching out and finding your niche and connecting with people in a different way and just showing weird parts of your life, that's like the doorknob that will open up the conversation. So, or open the door. So having like 3 to 4 things in your stories, and at least like half of that being not Thrive related, is so important, because it helps build people connection with people in your network. Okay. Then on Saturday, we're going to do an engagement post, and that is just asking people what they're doing to celebrate the 4th, because some people might be doing it on Saturday. It's a really good way to get engagement. Obviously holidays are hard because people are busy doing things, but you still want to make sure that you're keeping the lights on in your business. And so even if it's just you posting, asking what people are doing to celebrate the 4th, and then showing that you're still taking your steps every single day in your stories, that's fine. You just got to somehow show that you are here and you're connecting with people. And then Sunday, like, spam the crap out of like your fun family things you're doing for the 4th of July. It's on a Sunday. And then guess what? On Monday, it's going to be really hard for people to get back to work because they celebrated on the 3rd of July or the 4th of July on a Sunday. So you get to repeat that process when you're talking about, like, I remember when Mondays were super hard for me, especially coming off of a holiday weekend. This has saved my life. It is such a good way to, like, build engagement throughout the entire weekend with a holiday weekend like that, and then be able to talk about how your Mondays are different, especially coming off of a holiday. So, oh, happy birthday! You could say, to celebrate my birthday and the 4th of July, I'm going to give away a pack of a few of my favorite things. And you don't even necessarily have to include all Thrive products. Maybe you there's like an eyebrow pencil. If you're a makeup person, there's like an eyebrow pencil that you really like. So you can include like an eyebrow pencil along with the 3-step skincare and like a makeup sponge. So like I'm doing a birthday / 4th of July giveaway, or you could do like all red, white, and blue stuff. Like, get creative with your business. Don't just think like you have to do everything the same all the time and be boring. Like, no, get fun, do fun things, create fun sample packs. They don't always have to be like capsules, mix, patch, because guess what? Some people, they might be brought in on balance, or they might be brought in on skincare, or they might be brought in on breast alone. and they try one product and it just opens the door for the rest of it. So if you can somehow incorporate a plus line item even in your giveaways, like you don't always have to do the 3 steps. Sometimes I do like activate giveaways because that's like my favorite thing in the entire world besides our 3 steps is activate. But that's what you could do, like a little birthday or a sale. And I think sometimes, I'm going to go into my back office and see what they did last year. So you can if you've been with us more than a year, you can go, come on, log in. Bear with me here. You can go into resources and then click email history, and you will get all like the promo emails that they send you. Well, when they were doing the auto ship like reward program or whatever, and they sent us a box of a bunch of stuff, they had little packets of sale balance and sculpt, but I have literally just put them in a baggie and sent them. Doesn't look super nice, but if you could find some way to like make them look better in some other form of packaging, yeah. I know. I'm like, I feel like this does not look good, but I've never had an issue like where they haven't gotten it or anything like that. So, okay, 4th of July. Oh, duh, we're in 2021. 2020. September, August. Ooh, they did tag team promotion last year on the 4th of July. They just did that, but maybe they'll do it again. I don't know. 4th of July tag team. Let's see what they did the year before that, just for fun sake. Year before that, they did 15% off. So there'll usually be some sort of promotion that the company runs on the 4th of July. So weekend, which is nice that it's a weekend because maybe they'll do it Friday to Sunday. So that's cool. So that's another reason why you want to be building a lot of engagement throughout the week too, so that when you're talking in your stories about the products, so that when they have a discount, you have people that you can talk to about it, or you can talk about it and people might actually be interested. So that's what we got going on for the week. Make sure, you guys, that this week you are writing down your goals. And I'm not talking about writing down your goals on July 1st. You should have them ahead of time. And I just wanted to touch on this real quick too, since we have a little bit of time left, and why having your goals visible and having action-based goals, not just rank-based goals, is so important. So I'm going to touch on that. Action-based goals versus just having a rank-based goal. So I post the trackers for like every single day, usually, or I try to get them up every day. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but the trackers that show you like, this is what you need to end at today to be on track for these ranks, right? Usually in the beginning of the month, I will say like, drop what your goals are. Every single damn time I see 4K, 12K, I'm going 40K, like whatever. Okay, cool. But how are you going to get there? If you always just have a goal or a rank goal as your only thing that you're writing down, if you don't achieve that month after month after month and you're writing down that rank goal, guess what you're going to feel? You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel like you're not moving forward. You're going to feel like you suck at this. You're going to feel like you're not progressing. And then guess what? You stop being consistent. When you have action-based goals as the basis of your goal setting for the month, it allows you to celebrate the progress along the journey, not just focusing on the rank. Because guess what? You can't control who actually orders for you. You can't control what your people on your team do. You can control how you show up for them. You can control how you're coaching them. You can control how the conversations that you're having with people, but you are not the one that can physically spend their credit card money or debit card money. Like, you can't do that. So if you're always looking at just the rank and you're not focusing on these are the actions that I'm going to have a goal on, you're going to feel defeated after a while, because I can tell you yes, the destination is important, but who you are or who you become in the process of getting to that destination is far, 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 far more important than actually reaching the destination. Because guess what? When you reach the destination, I can tell you, like, from setting goals, like I said, I want to be 12K on my account. I want to be 12K on my husband's account. When I achieved it, yeah, I was excited, but guess what happened the next day? You still got to do the stuff, and it's just another day. So if you're not setting goals for yourself that are action related, you're going to feel defeated if you don't achieve your rank goal. Because guess what? Sometimes you're not going to go like, I'm 4K this month, and then the next month you're going to go 12K, and then the next month you're going to go 40K. Like, that's not realistic. It does happen sometimes. But again, if you're constantly trying to like reset I'm going to be 4K, and you've been saying it for a year, the reason that you're not going anywhere is because you're only focusing on your ranks. You're not focusing on the actions that you need to do that will get you to that specific rank. So what are action-based goals? The first thing I think of is, like, if you're wanting to achieve a certain rank, like, what are the things that somebody in that rank would be doing on a daily basis, and start showing up like that. So for instance, I want to be a 200K. So you got to think, what are the things that a 200K would be doing on a daily basis? Like, if you're a 4K, this might, or if you're not even a 4K yet, this might not make sense, but like, you got to think, what stage am I at in my business? Do you have business builders with you? Because if you do, and your goal is 200K, then you can think of like, okay, do I need to start hosting Zoom calls? Do I need to be doing opportunity events with my team? Do I need to have coaching sessions with my team members? Like, what are the things that you need to do to get you to your next rank? So if you're not yet a 4K, you obviously need to get promoters. That is what's going to get you to 4K. Sure, you can get 4,000 in volume by yourself in a month. I've done it, but you still need 2 active legs. One of them can be your spouse. Yes, I understand. One can be your mom. Yes, I understand. But if you want to get to the rank after that, you're going to have other people besides yourself just working the business. So what are action-based items that you can take, that you can write down in goals, that are going to help you get promoters on your team? So maybe that's, you need to read 1 leadership book. Maybe that you need to, a goal for the month is to talk more about the business in your stories, or talk more about the business on a live video. Maybe a goal for your month needs to be reaching out to your current customer base and asking them if they've ever thought about earning income with this business or getting their products for free. Setting a goal that is something that you have physical control over is something that is so crucial to your growth. So you can say, like, I want to have 5,000 in volume. Personal volume is my goal this month. Okay, cool. But how are you going to get there? What are the actions you're going to take? So if you're wanting to go from 4K to 12K, again, you're going to need to start developing the promoters that you've brought on as a 4K into 4Ks themselves. So what does that look like? That looks like helping them know how to talk about bringing on promoters. So what are the action-based things? So something that I do personally, I'll just share with you guys how I write down my specific goals. They're in here somewhere from June. Not that one. I have so many notebooks that look the same. Then I have to like dig through them. Okay. So a way that I write this down is let's say my goal is I want to go 40K on my husband's account. How am I going to do that? I need to build some 12Ks. So I need to send out how many samples a week. And then, so I'll write like 5 to 10 samples a week. And then I write, how? Question mark. How, Megan? How are you going to do that? My physical action-based thing that I can do that can try to help me get 5 to 10 samples a week is that I talk about samples at least twice in my stories, and I post about samples twice a week. And I reach out to all the people that have said they were interested in the past. 3 action-based things that I have complete control over that will help me get to my benchmark. Re-VIP both of my accounts. So get 2 promoters and 2 customers in my account, 2 promoters and 2 customers on my account. How am I going to do that? Obviously, the samples is one of the ways, but another way would be I need to talk about promoting the business, like why I love the business. So I'm going to do an opportunity event on Thursday, or so I'm going to do a live and talk about payday and how much it's helped me and blah, blah, blah. So like the things that you have complete control over, because we don't have control over the actions of other people. Unfortunately, I mean, unfortunately and not unfortunately, we're not dictators. So people have free will and we can't control how they spend their money, when they're going to spend their money, how they work their business, if they're actually going to work their business. You only have control of the actions that you personally take. So having those specific things will help you feel accomplished week to week, day to day, because you have control over those things that you're doing. And I promise you, if you're consistently achieving those action items that you're setting for yourselves, you're going to get to the goal. It's just a matter of when. So I just wanted to give that tip for setting your goals, because the first is on Thursday. So actively thinking about that today and tomorrow, and start drafting what your goals are Tuesday and Wednesday, and get them to your upline on the 1st. I don't care if you're a 80K, 200K, 40K, 12K, whatever rank or not, if you haven't even achieved a rank, start thinking about those things. You gotta be intentional with your business. You, again, are a business owner. If you're wanting to make business income, start treating it like a business and not a hobby, you guys. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys, picture. Let me just make my life look a little organized. My desk and stuff everywhere. And then I will get this recording up ASAP so that you can pass it on to your team. What am I doing? Story. My entire face has broken out, so we will not show my face today. Sometimes I'll do like a video and then just put music in the background. Sometimes it's just a picture and of the screen and talking about it. All right. You are so welcome. I'm so grateful that you find these helpful. That means a lot to me. Anything else? Otherwise, I'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. I feel like we're getting all these interruptions with like me going on vacation and then Father's Day and all the stuff. So I absolutely am recording.